So recently we've been getting a lot of requests to talk about sales funnels for e-commerce stores. Now, what I'm going to share in this video isn't only for dropshipping like I usually talk about. This literally applies to any type of e-commerce business, and even beyond physical products. If you sell info, if you sell software, a lot of what I'm going to talk about can apply to that as well. But just know, if you are watching this, you're a normal Dropship Lifestyle subscriber, you're running a dropship store, or you want to, this is going to be especially relevant for you. Now, I'm not just going to talk about the traditional type of sales funnels that people usually think of, which is buy a product, have an order bump, have OTO 1, O2, O3, etc., etc., etc. We will hit on that, but this is going to really hit on every type of sales funnel that we use in our e-commerce businesses that you can use in yours to easily increase your average order value. So this video may be a little longer than usual, so if you need to, go ahead, get a pen. If you want to take notes, get some paper, get yourself ready, because I got a lot to share, and I hope you're excited for this week's episode of Dropship Weekly. Okay, so specifically, we're going to talk about 4 different types of funnels in this video. Now, I'll just say they each do have, subsections, which we'll kind of dive into. This is going to be what I would consider like a 101 level video, so not the deepest dive, but enough to give you a solid understanding of what you should do next. So the first type of funnel we're going to talk about is what's known as a product funnel. From there, we are going to talk about content funnels. From there, we are going to talk about ad funnels, so paid ads is what I'm referring to. And then finally, we are going to talk about email funnels. So, I said this, there was going to be a lot in this video, and I definitely meant that, because these could easily be videos on their own and even more than that. But let's go ahead and we'll just start from the beginning, right? We're going to start with product funnels. Now, I'll scroll down a bit. And this is what you are going to kind of traditionally, I would say, think of when you think of a funnel. So we'll start in the middle here with we'll just make it like a Shopify store, because again, for the sake of this video, even though this works on anything, I'm going to assume you're selling physical products and you're selling them on Shopify. So this could also be ClickFunnels. So I'll do this. I'll do Shopify/ClickFunnels because it works on either platform. Now, when you have your website set up, right, you have your products listed for sale. So on this actual website, when people go there, they're either going to be buying a bundle of items, choosing multiple items and adding them to their cart, or they're going to be buying one thing at a time. And then from there, what happens? So typically, the customer will come to your website, right? And I'll switch it up here. Typically, they'll come to their website, they'll buy their product, they'll place their order, and then they will go to the confirmation page. Let's write confirmation. And this gives them all of their order information and whatnot. Thank you for your order. Expect an email soon, right? That's a traditional sale. That's a traditional funnel. It's one step. Go to the website, buy, get your confirmation. Now, again, most traditional type of sales funnel takes place either as someone is adding items to their cart or after they purchase something from your store. So depending on if you're using Shopify or ClickFunnels, this will work a little bit differently. You can achieve the same things with either platform, but if you're on Shopify and you want to do post-purchase upsells, you will need different apps that'll make this all possible. But again, it is all possible. So for now, just know that you could do this regardless of what platform you're on. But here's what happens, right? The whole purpose of all of these funnels is, so let's just say right now you're advertising for every dollar you spend, you can get $3 worth of revenue, right? So $1 out for ads, $3 back in. The whole purpose of this is to get that same dollar to be worth a lot more than 3. So maybe that $1 out is now worth 5 or 7 or 10 or 20 even. So that's what this is all about. It's about turning that first sale, that one customer, into many more sales or into someone that has a higher average order value, AOV. So again, let's just assume they came to your website, they bought your thing, they went to the confirmation page. At that point, that's how much money you made, right? So their average order value is what that thing is that they bought from you. Now, with the product funnels, what happens is, again, either as they're buying or right after they're buying, you offer them something else. So this is where what's typically referred to as an OTO comes into place. Now, OTO, for anyone that is new to this, stands for one-time offer. So typically, you're going to offer this person who just purchased from you a complimentary product at a discounted price. And the discount is one time only. So this works best when it does come after they've put in their credit card, after they've placed that order, because they've just spent money with you, right? And let's just use the example I always, default to, where someone bought a stand-up paddleboard from you. You sell stand-up paddleboards, that's your product. Someone goes to your website, they buy that, that's your thing. You get whatever, $700 for that product. Then what if right after they see that, right after they confirm their order, instead of seeing this confirmation page right away, they see this. They see a one-time offer where they can get a brand new paddle that they can use with their paddleboard, right? And maybe this paddleboard this paddle normally sells for $200, but if they take it right now, they're going to save $100. They can get it for $100, but only for the next 20 minutes because this is a one-time offer for that thing they just bought, right? So that is how product funnels work. It's usually hit right after, and I'll show you there's more ways to get second passes at this. We'll cover that in a little bit, but that's typically what a product funnel looks like. Now, honestly, for most stores, even if that's all you did is add one complimentary thing as a one-time offer post-purchase, that's enough to increase your average order value and make it so worth your time of doing. But it goes further than this, right? So let's just go back to this example. You just sold them a paddleboard. They bought the paddleboard. Then they see the one-time offer. Hey, do you want this paddle? Again, 50% off, whatever it is. Okay, boom. Do they take that? Yes or no? Regardless, you could still offer them other things. So if they buy it, maybe this page, right, the OTO2 page, so the second one-time offer, says something like, hey, thank you so much for your order. That's awesome that you added the paddle. Now do you want to add a carrying bag, right? Or now do you want to add, a tow kit to carry it around? And maybe if they don't buy it, say, hey, we see you didn't buy the paddle. Do you want same offer, right? So you're making another pass, offering them a different product. Now, these product funnels can go for as long as you want them to. I mean, in reality, if you wanted to have 100 different one-time offers, you could. Your customer is probably going to be pissed off because they're not expecting to be sold to over and over and over. But if you do this right, and by right, I mean set it up in a way where the product really makes sense to the person that just bought from you, they're not going to be upset about this. They're actually going to be happy about it and be wanting to give you more money. Because remember, if you're offering them complimentary products to what they just bought at a discount, that's a good thing, right? There's a good chance they're going to buy it. There's a good chance you're going to make more money from it. And there's a good chance they're going to be happy because they're getting items they probably were going to buy elsewhere anyway. So that's how we like to do our product funnels. One other thing that I'll make a note on this, I mentioned this could be done at time of checkout too. So what I just showed you here, and then by the way, let me just show how this closes out. After they would go through this, this product funnel, then they would still go to that normal confirmation page that would show them everything they just bought, but that would happen after the OTOs take place. Now, you can also build this into your actual product pages. So again, here in the middle, we have Shopify or ClickFunnels. And what you could do there is do what's referred to as an order bump. So if you're on ClickFunnels, this would be literally, it's called an order bump element in that platform. If you're on Shopify, you can use different apps that allow pretty much the same thing. But what that does is while the customer is on your, so I'll just write here, bump. What that does is while the customer is still on your website, before they enter their credit card number, before they finish their checkout, you could show them other complimentary products, right? So do you want to add on the paddle there? Do you want to add on the bag there? And so on and so on. Now, for some product types that you want to use in your sales funnels here, you can have them as part of the bump if it makes more sense. Like, and again, I don't sell paddle boards online, so I don't know when people want the paddles. But let's say you sell that and you realize that people really want to be able to pick a paddle for it while they are on that actual product page, and they don't want to think like, oh, do I have to buy this and then find another store with a paddle? Then you could have those paddles as pretty much order bumps on your actual product page. So they're there, they're looking at the paddle board, and then again, using different Shopify apps, if you're on Shopify, they could choose which paddle they want and start building that out. So the reason this is still referred to as a funnel is because that person, that lead in that scenario, they came to your website, right? They found you because they searched with intent. So I'm gonna write intent, and they came to your website for your product. But then when you're on that page, when they hit your page, then that process of selling begins, where they can add things on for bumps, which increases the average order value, which is a product funnel. Again, from there, as they're going through the post-purchase flow, that's what these are referred to. They're going through these pages, they're adding extra items to their cart, hopefully, and literally it's one click, it just adds it on, bills them for it. At the end, they still go to their confirmation page, they got whatever they wanted, and boom, you made more money for every customer. So really simple, but let me write on the side here, just so we're all on the same page. This is a product funnel, okay? And again, like this can vary. I'm going to say for the majority of people that are watching this, when I'm referring to this, what your products are going to be are physical products. Yes, these could be information products on the back end and so on and so on. It could be anything, but typically it's going to be a physical product. Okay, so that is the first one that I wanted to cover, which again is product funnel. So now let's move on to the second one, which is a content funnel. Now, right, we have our website. We need to get people to it. Let me just erase this. We need to get people to our website. How are they going to find us? Well, you know what we do if you follow this YouTube channel. And if you don't, by the way, click the subscribe button because we post at least one new video just like this every week. And the only way you're going to be able to see it is if you click that subscribe button and the notification bell so YouTube can literally let you know and show it on your homepage when you log into YouTube. You get all our new trainings. But how do people do this, right? Again, the way that most of our people find us is through Google product listing ads. Okay, so the first step of our funnel is typically what are referred to as PLAs. Now, with the PLAs, people see them when they search on Google, they click them, and we use for our physical product brands, we do use Shopify. Again, this could be ClickFunnels. It works either way. We do use Shopify, but someone clicks one of our PLAs and they go to our Shopify site. Now, what's good about this is, again, it's showing to people with intent, people that are searching for specific product names, brand names, SKU numbers. But what if we want to get in front of more people, right? What if we want to show ads and advertise to people that don't know, anything about who we are yet? Maybe we're selling paddleboards. They don't know which paddleboard they want. They don't even know if they want a paddleboard. Well, what we could do in that scenario is build out a step that even comes before our paid acquisition through PLAs. So let me move this up so I have space. But then we have our PLAs, right, that go to our store. How do we get people that aren't at that stage of the buying cycle yet? They're not here. They don't have intent, okay? How do we target them? Well, we create content that people may be interested in who would eventually want a paddleboard. So maybe we're doing things like YouTube videos, right? So right, YouTube. Maybe we'll doing reviews on different paddleboards. Maybe we're posting them to Facebook. Maybe we're building an Instagram page that's showing all different people, doing all like paddleboarding in all different famous places and doing yoga on paddleboards and, just putting out content, not that's going to immediately attract buyers, but we're going to put out content that, again, people that would be, and I'll try blog and podcast too, people that would be interested in podcasting, people that would be interested in paddleboarding would follow. And when we do that, we can then, right, this is step one of our content funnel. When we do that, we can then target people that engaged with that content. Still doesn't mean they're about to take their credit card out and buy from us, but it means they're at least interested in the type of stuff that we have to sell. So once we have this huge list of people that are engaging with all of our content, we can show them ads because they've shown at least some intent, right? Not as much intent with PLAs, but we can retarget them with AdWords, okay? We can retarget them on YouTube. We can retarget them on Facebook. But now when we're retargeting them, we're not just showing them the content, right? We're showing them actual promotions for our paddleboard store, right? We're getting them back to our Shopify. We're getting them to our ClickFunnels. So we're taking people from content that is very, very early on, like, just general interest, and we're ascending them through the sales funnel. We're starting with something very high level that maybe they don't want to buy. And then once they engage with that, then we're showing them ads saying, hey, maybe you do want to buy. And the reason we do that is because it makes it much cheaper to target people that have already engaged with our content rather than just targeting people that never saw our stuff before, okay? So that's how the content funnel works. We're putting out content all around here that is at a very high level. When people engage with that, we're retargeting them on all the major platforms with promotions to our store, trying to get them there. Again, whether it's Shopify, whether it's ClickFunnels, doesn't matter. We want to get them there. And after that happens, after they buy, this stuff, guys, it's all still happening in the background. You still have your OTOs, you still have your product funnels, right? So you could start to see how this all plays together. We went from just being in the middle, right? We went from just having our Shopify or ClickFunnels store with, our one product purchase. We added all this stuff to the back that can make us more money on the back end. Now we're adding all this content to social media on the front end that can introduce people to our world, bring them in, and then have them progress through our sales funnel. Now, I mentioned an ad funnel, okay? So that's the content funnel. Let me come back in here and we're gonna move on to the third step, which is the ad funnel. Now, ad funnels, it really does start with content, with promoting content. So that's the step, that's really step one, is putting the content out there. But there's more than that, okay? What if people engage with your content? So I'm gonna start right here, ad funnel. Step one is this. It's putting out the content. Step two is retargeting those people on all the major channels. And that's the people that engaged with your content, right? Step three of the ad funnel is retargeting people that visit your site and don't buy. So people that go to your Shopify or ClickFunnels site, don't take out their credit card, don't place their order, we are definitely gonna be remarketing to them. We're gonna be following them around the internet with ads specific to where they are in the buying funnel. So this here, guys, step one is its own campaign, right? That's its own advertising campaign. Step two is another advertising campaign. Step three is a separate advertising campaign as well. What's step four in the advertising funnel? That's after people buy from us, right? So after they buy and they're here at the confirmation page, we want to see what it is they bought. Did they take our upsells? Are they interested possibly in any other products that we have to offer? But whatever it is, we're still advertising to them. And all of these guys, and I'll zoom in a bit, step one, step two, step three, step four, we're walking people through a funnel. We're getting them to engage with content. We're showing them ads to buy. We're getting them back to our store if they didn't buy. Then we're trying to get them to buy complementary products after they do buy. So this is still a funnel. We're walking people through a process, taking them through exactly what we want them to do by showing them relevant ads at the right time on whatever channels it is that you're advertising on. Okay, so that's the ad funnel. Plays in big with the content funnel and the product funnel. Now, the last one, which far too many people neglect, I've made a video about email marketing that I was actually surprised. They didn't get like that many people viewing it, and I think it's a really good video. So maybe I'm like didn't get the title right, but I'll link to that. And if you're interested in email marketing, go check that out, because that one's going to go more into depth to email marketing than I will in this specific video. But I want to at least give you an overview of it in this video so you can see where it fits in with all of these other funnels, right? So here we go. Now, email marketing. What we're doing is really getting people at different stages of their, I would say, you could even call it like discovery process of where they're at with our brand. So let me switch to a different color for this one so we can work through it together. And yeah, we'll go here, we'll go blue. So with our email funnels, okay, they're based on actions that take place on our website. So when people come to our website, right, and this is gonna get sloppy because I'm making it all on one graph here, but when they come to our websites, a few things might happen, okay? One of them is that they might enter a promotion that we're having, right? Because we do giveaways all the time on our websites where we either give away products, we give out discount codes, you know, we try to get people to opt into our email list. So we put out a lot of what I would call bait. And when that happens, people could opt in for basically, again, a promo. Now, after that happens, when they go to our website, they enter their name and email for a promo, we give them a chance to win, but then we also follow up with an email funnel that's sending them back to our store to get them to purchase one of our items, okay? That's an email funnel. They opt in, and if they don't buy, we're sending them back to buy. What if they go to our website? So I'm gonna have a lot of lines here, and they abandon their checkout, okay? So they abandon their cart. Same thing, guys. When that happens, we have what we call an email funnel. We actually call it an inbox funnel. That's getting them back to the items that they looked at to purchase. That's a funnel. They're going through it, and we're guiding them through a series of emails back to their cart to complete their order. Same thing, just like everything else. If they buy and they don't take our upsells, right? So they hit the confirmation page, but they don't take all of the upsells or the things that make sense for them. Same thing. We have what's called a post-purchase campaign, and this campaign takes them through a series of steps that's getting them to go and purchase the other items that make sense, that fit in with what they just bought. Now, our post-purchase one does go a lot more into detail. We don't just try to get them to take, you know, the OTOs again or other products. We also promote affiliate offers back there. We promote information products. So there's a lot of other things you could do with that. But the point is, guys, like you see this all, right? We started, again, let me zoom in. We started here in the middle with a simple Shopify store or a ClickFunnels page that had one product for sale, right? Or that had things that people would buy at one time. And what this turned into is all of this madness. Now, the reason this is so extensive, and really if I drew this whole thing out, which I do have drawings of that for our businesses, it's much, much bigger than this, and there's a lot happening. But the reason, the purpose behind all of this is because if all you did, right? Let me make this over here. If all you did with your store, with just being a basic site, was get people there where for every dollar on ads, so every dollar out equaled $3 in sales. If you were able to accomplish that, what if you did even part of this and it made that $1 on ads equal $5, right? Like, just what if that happened? And it's very, very possible, even if you just do one of these things and do it right. What if that same $1 then equaled 10, okay? What if that same dollar eventually equaled up to 20, right? These are the things that we're going for. These are the things that we're always striving for, because by doing this, our businesses become more profitable. They become more well-known. They're more sustainable. And honestly, they become really valuable assets, whether you want to hold them, whether you want to sell them. And this is one of the big, strategies behind making e-commerce stores super successful in 2018 and beyond. So as always, guys, I hope you did find this one valuable. I'm going to link up to some of the videos I mentioned in this video earlier. And if you want to know more about this, if you want all of our information, obviously we have our Dropship Lifestyle Coaching Program, voted #1 by Shopify, highest rated e-commerce course by them directly. So pretty cool. I'll link to that below as well, so you could check that out if you want to get enrolled. And I'll also link to a webinar that I do live every other week, where you can get some more information if you're just getting started. But as always, just want to say thank you for watching this. If you are not subscribed yet, definitely click that button. And if you got value, please do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you didn't get value, that's fine. Give me a thumbs down. Let me know. It won't hurt my feelings. But I definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And with that being said, I'll see you next week for Dropship Weekly. Bye.